Christina Brown here with the Brown team at Sage Door Realty, and today's topic is all about the home inspection. What is a home inspection? So a home inspection obviously is hiring a professional inspector that's licensed and insured should always be used to do a home inspection or whatever types of inspections you're doing. So what types of inspections? Well, let's talk about just the general whole house inspection. When we sell a property, we highly recommend that a buyer always gets a home inspection. So the general home inspection covers a whole lot of things. They will actually open every door. They will open every window. They will run a lot of water in all the sinks and tubs and toilets and all of that. They are taking the cover off the electrical panel and looking for double tapping and safety issues and things that aren't right. They should be walking on the roof, looking at the roof. They will walk all around the foundation, look at things with the foundation, looking at the siding, checking all the mechanicals and the heating and the air and just all of those things. So a general inspection covers a whole lot. Now you can do add-ons and additional inspections. Here in the Midwest, we have something called termites or wood-destroying insects, because we don't just have termites. We have carpenter ants, we have carpenter bees, and we have termites. So we typically recommend a wood-destroying insect inspection as well. And they say every house here either has them or will have them. It's just a matter of when. So you want to catch them early, so you always want to do an inspection. The other inspections that we see a lot is radon inspection. If it has a fireplace or a chimney, having that inspected, as well as a septic inspection. I highly recommend a septic inspection as well. And these are separate add-on inspections. Even with new construction, there can be issues because construction debris can get down into the plumbing and drains because contractors aren't always very careful. So keep that in mind. So are you required to do a home inspection? No, absolutely not. Absolutely nobody is going to require you do it. But again, as your agent, I would highly recommend that you always have a home inspection. What about the lender? No, the lender does not order an inspection. The lender orders something called an appraisal. An appraiser is there maybe 20 minutes looking at a certain specific list of items in order to meet the criteria or the condition required for your type of loan. It is not an inspection, it is an appraisal, and they are just looking at a few things. A home inspection should take every bit of 2.5 hours or more, depending on the size of the property. Other things you may think about with home inspections are mold inspections if you're highly allergic or you have suspect or concerns with mold. There may also be additional inspections that the general inspector recommends, such as a structural inspection by a structural engineer, or if the heating and cooling system, if they're seeing an issue but they don't specialize in heating and cooling, they may recommend a specialist for that. So keep in mind, you can do as many inspections as you choose, but all the expenses incurred to do these inspections are of course yours as the buyer. But I would rather you spend $500 to $1,000, let's say, to do the works and then find a problem before you purchase, instead of saying I'm going to save me $300-400 and not do inspections, and then after you sign on the dotted line, that house is yours, you're stuck with whatever comes up. So you want to make sure that you protect yourself the best way you can, and that is doing a home inspection. I mentioned that you want it to be a licensed professional inspection. You can get inspectors that are certified, that have certain training and things in inspections where they are a professional. The contract clearly states that it is contingent on a professional inspector doing the inspections, and it must be a professional inspector in order to renegotiate terms of the contract based on findings of the inspection report. So if old Uncle Bob goes in there to check it out and he finds an issue, doesn't mean you can negotiate. The seller is absolutely not obligated to renegotiate if it is not a professional inspector. How much could you expect to spend on inspections? Well, the general whole house inspection typically runs $300 to $350 depending on what inspection company you use. And then all those other add-ons mentioned, like radon, like wood destroying insects, if you want a chimney scope, if you want a sewer scope, all those things would add to that. I usually see people spend anywhere from $300 to $800 for their inspections. So that's pretty much the norm. You can always spend more, you can always do less, but definitely do a home inspection. The money you spend on a home inspection is money well spent. Even if you find that there's nothing major, you will still get a list of minor issues that can be your like honey-do list. Hey, these are things the inspector brought to your attention. It's not worth renegotiating or killing the deal over. However, you need to know of some things so that you can address them and fix them after you purchase the house. However, if the opposite is true and something really major comes up, like the sewer line has a blockage or an issue, that could be several thousands of dollars to replace if that's what's needed, and you would rather know before you buy it and renegotiate a better deal if it's something you're going to have to address, or perhaps you may ask the seller to repair certain things. So again, don't ask for every single little nitpicky item that inspector's gonna find. You really wanna focus on those things that matter and that will detract from the value of the home, or that could cost you a lot of money later, or if it's a safety issue. That's typically the things we suggest that you really pay attention to and you focus on when you're renegotiating. But typically the money you spend on inspections, we're usually able to negotiate at least that much in repair or a price difference when something comes up on that report. So it is money well spent, and always do a home inspection. We highly recommend it. If you have any questions, reach out. Happy to help. You have a great day.